Relationships. You know, that's a word I think that for myself, immediately when I think back on that word, and the first relationship that I can remember building was with my parents. You know, I was brought up in a household with two individuals who contributed financially, emotionally, decision making. You know, they were a team. And when I think about relationship, I absolutely think about a team. And when I think back on my mom and dad, who I'm blessed to still see their teamwork in action every day, I think back to supper table conversations when I was a kid. You know, I guess I was about 3 years old, and Dad had always had a dream to open up his own pharmacy. He was a pharmacist, graduated at St. Louis College of Pharmacy, and Mom was a nurse, and they were working in St. Louis, and my older sister, my older brother, and then there was me, and I was 3 years old, and they took the plunge and went back to my hometown of Nashville and opened up their first pharmacy. And, you know, those early years, obviously I was too young to remember, but, you know, they fought and struggled for a long time to get their business off the ground. And what I remember seeing every day being inside that household was two individuals who had a common goal and who worked really well as a team. You know, dinner conversations at our house were very open. They kept us in the loop. They made sure that us as kids were on the same page with what they were dealing with as parents. And, you know, I just saw them, you know, be open and honest. I didn't try to hide if it was a good day at the pharmacy or a bad day, or, you know, if they had fears or aspirations. They were rocks because they were honest. You know, they were very open with their kids. And for me, that's, when I think about relationships, I think about my mom and dad and them teaching me how to build relationships with others. You know, it's about being honest, it's about being upfront, and I think when people know the situation, they may not understand it, but when you can keep them in the loop and they can know the situation, you can come across as a much stronger leader for that group of people. And for me, you know, the people that I look at in life, I've been very blessed to have a lot of strong leaders that have mentored me over the years, and it absolutely started with my mom and dad. And, you know, it continued with some great coaches that I had as an athlete growing up. And it continues with families and parents and friends that I have today. But bottom line, you cannot be a leader unless you're somebody who's willing to build relationships and be honest with a group of people that you're essentially in charge of. If you want them to, you know, charge down that line and direction that you have paid for the future, you got to make sure they know kind of the steps along the way and keep them in the loop. And, you know, if there's anything that I can say thank you to for my family, it would absolutely be that they taught me how to build strong relationships, and they taught me how not to fear what the reality of the situation was, and to live in the moment, and to be in a situation where people knew what was going on so that they knew how much their effort mattered.